A warm welcome, everyone. I'm Lady Flame, and today we are back on Egypt dating sim. This is just a demo. I was not expecting them to make a route for each of the boys already. So we already checked out Milo and Riley. Let's go take a look to Anthony. Can I click on him? Or it's just the two of them that have a route? Otherwise this will be awkward. Oops. Oh no, I clicked too fast. Okay, sorry, we're gonna look at the history to check what the heck I missed. I'm sorry, maybe I clicked too fast, I don't know. My hands are shaking enough that it takes a couple of tries for my finger to properly tap the button on the screen. Anthony. I choose Anthony. Heart Echo mentioned he was relatively sane, and the least like to and alive in my name. I don't know him super well yet, but he's been the perfect roommate so far. Respectful, dependable, okay, and willing to meet me halfway with all the chores around the place. Well, I've ignored how often he hogs the washing machine, yeah, but with what we found on these clothes, it's understandable. It's kinda intimidating though, so sometimes I'm not sure what to say to him, or even if he wants to talk at all. Or maybe the skill is so skewed that even having the lowest threat level still means it's like just a threat, you know? Well, I think last night I just took the top spot on my worst sleeps ever leaderboard. Wow. Confetti. Somehow I managed to cobble a few hours of sleep together, but as I sit up and stretch, I feel like my body forgot to do any real resting. Fantastic. Yeah, you know, when you start to hit 30 and you sleep slightly wrong, it's over. It's all over. Talks about Heart Echo, the deranged things I read on it kept bouncing around in the corners of my mind, like those retro DVD screens every please hit to the corner. The frantic pacing around my room must sucker me out because my body hits the bed before I can even process what's happening. Wow. Two fur knocks rapped against my door. I jolt into the air, muscles seizing, and barely managed to hold it in an undignified yelp. Are you then? You're not gonna snooze that alarm a fifth time, are you? Thanks, Anthony. The sound of his voice, the cavalcade of emotions I felt last night flooded back to me. Is he dangerous? You have to say so. And if I even save my own dorm anymore, bro, I don't know karate, but I will karate chop you all. Dreamland's closed for the day. Come on, got something for you out here. Sounds just how he always does. Shake my head, hoping it will cream my thoughts. Maybe putting too much stock into the random malware that installed itself on my phone. That's such a funny way to phrase it. It's curiosity that grants me the strength to emerge from my blanket cocoon. Cocoon or cocoon? I never know how to say it properly. Please correct me. Please teach me in the comments. Outside, I spot Anthony lounging on the couch or nursing a drink. Something hot, judging by the little tendrils of steam wafting up from the top of the mug. Oh, I love this. The way this is written is so cool for some reason. There you are. Hit. Sit. Drink. Oh, do we trust to drink after the rally ending? I don't know. Find my way over to the couch, footstep muffled by fuzzy socks, and take a seat next to my roommate. I don't know if I like fuzzy socks. I don't know. Thought, here, I'll hold the front. You can grab the handle. Oh dear. And then he gingerly hands me a hot mug of coffee. Mug is small, the fact that I registers my hand brushes against Anthony's to secure it. Oh dear. Almost dropped the tiny thing when I feel how hot his fingertips are. You're scalding as he hold the mug steady for me. Damn, you're burning yourself. Thanks. I'm gonna need this if I aspire to be anything more than a zombie shambling around campus today. Anthony lets out an affirmative grunt as I bring the caffeinated goodness to my lips. Make a positive noise of my own. It's a pretty good cup of coffee. Like it? It's perfect. How do you guess the right amount of milk and sugar to add? Anthony shifts on the couch. Stalking. Just guessed. Mention your coffee order during one of your post-class rambles. I improvised with that in mind. And you remember, bro, he's like, just like me for real. I remember the random small things your friends mention casually once. And seeming like a creep. Didn't think Anthony really paid much attention when I went on about my day. Don't even remember when I told him that little tidbit. Mission accomplished then. This is delicious. Me can save a few dollars and skip the cafe every now and then since I have a barista living in my dorm. I can grab some nicer ingredients if you want. No need. Flavor syrups? Oh no. That's tempting. Better grounds? No. That sort of things. The syrups are tempting, but better grounds, I wouldn't know the difference. I'm sorry. I think I'd like that. You might too. Black coffee, a little sweetness won't kill you. That's alright. It works. Never needed to try anything else. I make a face. What kind of face? Didn't like it at first either. Too bitter. But I kept trying. Everyone goes crazy for the stuff. I wanted to know why. Yes, same. Like I need to add 1,000 things and remove caffeine to just drink the dang thing. Found out eventually. Once you overcome the bitterness, there's all kinds of notes, nuts, chocolate, spice. They're faint, but there. Coffee is complex. Instead of approaching it, people dilute those flavors. They brute force bitter sweetness away with sweetness. Yeah, don't like the bitterness. No, they're gross. I think that is most Anthony has ever said to me. Want to keep the moment going, but a horrible realization hits me. The fact that you got all that from instant coffee is seriously impressive. Still think it's worth introducing you to all the delicious flavors in the chocolate factory, Charlie. My baby later. We will walk now. Looking at my phone reminds me how close I'm cutting it before my next class. Might have been right about all the snoozing. I'm gonna have to book it to make it to class on time. Pains me, but I get up from the couch, scanning for my book bag. Wait, you didn't eat any? No time. The coffee sustained me. Trust, true. I can almost hear Anthony's eye roll as I race to grab my bag and rush out the door. Bye. Have a great time. By the skin of my teeth, I make it to my art history lecture on time. If I didn't have caffeine pumping through my system, I probably would have passed out from exhaustion with how fast I sprinted onto campus. Damn. Professor Lane lets out an exasperated sigh as I enter the lecture hall. Thanks, teacher. I do my best not to make direct eye contact with anyone as I shimmy toward the only empty seat in the lecture hall. Shimmy. As I settle in, I hear a familiar laugh. Milo! Someone's a little tardy to the party. Miss your alarm? Or did our favorite brooding Doberman reveal himself to actually be a yappy little chihuahua? You're talking about Anthony? I can't imagine Anthony as a chihuahua. No, but we did sit and enjoy some instant coffee together for a bit after I snoozed my alarm one too many times. Milo raised an eyebrow, a dumbfounded expression forming on his face. Oh dear. He gave you some that bitter burnt sludge? Some of that. Okay, sorry, my brain is not catching all the words today. And you drank it? Willingly? Is everything right in that dorm? Should I alert the authorities or something? Damn. Should I guess that the homebrew coffee wouldn't be Milo's cup of tea? Yeah, it's coffee. Sivola laughed at the top. Such a coffee snob. Not all of us have around-the-clock access to a $10,000 miracle machine, Milo. Besides, I certainly couldn't taste any sludge underneath the cream and sugar, Anthony added. It wasn't cafe quality latte, true, But he made the most out of what he had lying around the dorm. The rest was sweet enough. Milo doesn't look convinced, but they dropped the subject in favor of Professor Slane's lecture. Follow suit, jotting down notes on a fresh page in my loose leaf. The use of shadow or negative space can amplify the intensity of light in a painting's composition. True. The technique is called chiaroscuro. Hey, Italian words! It is most strongly associated with the Baroque period or Tiziano. Tiziano used the chiaroscuro such a way. After I finish my classes for the day, I head over to the park near the edge of the campus. Most people prefer to study at the cafe or the library. I am a fan of those spots too, but sometimes they feel a little claustrophobic. Yeah, it can be fun to study at those places, but also outside and where you can, The frenetic energy oozing from everyone can be overwhelming. Yeah, there's a chill in the air today, which means that the park will be mostly empty. Days like this, kids like you, oh no, sorry, wrong game. I can imagine the park as a secret oasis. Only a small handful of students know the way to. Ooh, poetic. Pull out my sketchbook, eager to try out some chiaroscuro style shading myself. Quick scan of the area reveals my subject for the day. A majestically melancholic willow tree. Oh, I love willow trees so much. As I make to put pencil to paper, I feel something brush against my leg. Yikes! Ah! I jump from the bench. My sketchpad flies from my hands at the sound of the grass. The sun triggers another. Some leaves rustling under the bench. Pigeon, maybe? A rabbit? A stalker? I lean down to investigate to find a cat? What? Look for a collar? Yeah. This is something loser cat, or am I dealing with a stray? I ponder the question as I inspect the cat's neck for any sign of a collar. Nope, no collar inside. Stray it is then. It might not recognize commands I try to give it. Do you think a cat can learn commands? No, they will just ignore it. Psst, 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 psst. Oh, the classic. Find something to bribe the cat with. Animal like food, like right? I rummage inside my bag for a subtle offering. The cat hisses at the sound of the zip bag opening, but watches on. Sorry, kitten. A growing horror builds in me as I search pocket after pocket, only finding 1 or 2 candy wrappers in my bag. I wonder. I take out one candy wrapper and close my palm around it, offering it to the cat. Come on, it's not dumb, it's gonna know. Cat sniffs the air, intrigued. Bingo. The wrapper crinkles in my hand, and sure enough, the cat eventually emerges from under the bench. The cat moves to me, interested in the treasure I've got clutched in my palm. I'm able to pet the creature a few times before I realize it's been duped. Bench now cat free, I grab my sketchpad off the ground and sit back down. Back to more important business, drawing a moody willow tree with some baroque flair. Poor cat did nothing wrong and was strict. Justice for the cat. Get the hashtag trendy on Twitter. It takes a minute to get in the zone, but before I know it, my pencil begins gliding along the surface on my sketchbook like the breeze against the willow trees. Oh, at some point the cat joined me on the bench. I welcome the company. Okay. I stay in that creative flow for who knows how long until the breeze turns a little less gentle. My sketchbook whips erratically as the wind buffers the trees. That's so annoying when it happens. The curtain is being drawn, the willow leaves apart to reveal a figure lounging on a hefty branch near the tree trunk. What? Is that Anthony? Anthony, what are you doing up there? Hold my breath, willing the wind to pick up again. Sure enough, it's him. He's leaning on the branch, one arm folded above his head and the other clutching something in his chest. I see gangly wires belonging to a pair of earbuds and a sports ball resting at the foot of the tree. What the heck is going on? Must be listening to some music on his phone. Can't help but wonder what genres is like. That's what you're wondering? Maybe something grunge, rock, metal, alternative. Perhaps it's the type to listen to stuff no one would expect, like bubblegum pop. Okay, that sounds fun though. Started out of my reverie when a soft waves break through the wind song. Sorry, Riley! Riley, I missed you. I didn't mean to scare you. I figure you heard me coming with all the leaves I crunched to get to the bench. Mind if I sit? Sure. It's as much your property as mine. There's plenty of room for 2 or 3. There's a cat too. Scoot over a touch and move my backpack to the ground to give Riley some space. The cat, I discovered, repositioned herself on my lap. This is a blessed moment. Let's all pray to the blessed cat. Riley smiles graciously before joining me on the bench. It's funny, sometimes I see you out here as I walk to class. Happy to have finally got you when we're both free. I don't know really well yet, but something about the way he twists his head toward me and how he fiddles with his fingers create an odd sense of calm within me. Oh dear! Oh dear! Weird, because Riley looks almost ready to bolt away like a spooked gazelle. Oh dear, it's so cute. It's nice, so I like to come out here for inspiration as well. The park is different every time you visit. True, the light is different, some colors might be different, something from flowers are different, the subtle yet energetic ebb on the flow of nature. A whole society constantly shifting all around us. Almost maddening how nothing here is ever completely how you last left it. True? We are all in a never-ending fluctuation. As artists, our job is to put the pin in the butterfly, to stop time, to halt change, to capture. Whoa, what the pin of the butterfly? Am I the butterfly and you have the pin? Riley suddenly stopped talking, a realization drawing on him. He hid his face in his hands. Oh gosh, I'm doing the pretentious artist rambling thing again. No, baby, no. Will you have to rein it in? Sorry. I don't mind. I never gave much thought as to why I'm always drawn here. But your taking on it makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Thank you for being kind about it. It's still a jarring thing to do unsolicited. I'll work on it for next time. I promise it'll be better, baby. We sit in comfortable silence for a few moments, enjoying nature's never-ending fluctuations. Riley glances over at my notebook. Figure study, I take it? Might be a stretch calling a tree a figure. No, silly, I'm talking about the human person you drew, not the tree they're sitting on. Yo, we drew Anthony without it realizing. Oh, would you look at that? I did draw someone in the tree. Have you ever zoned out so hard you drew something and didn't realize it? Yes, it's gonna be yes, I bet. Happened to me all the time. Part of the fun of looking back through my drawings and discovering pieces I don't even remember working on. Damn, bro, you really go into the zone. We share an underesting giggle at that. Riley opens his mouth to say something else when a high-velocity object hits him square in the jaw. Bro, this is through the balloon or whatever. Not balloon, ball. Sorry. What am I saying? Ouch! Riley, are you okay? Where did the soccer ball come from? Anthony? My attention is equally split between trying to help Riley put himself back together and check in to see if more flying balls are headed our way. That's such a sentence. Should we get you to a nurse? Your face is pretty red. Riley is interrupted a second time. Sorry, you. Oh no, Anthony. Riley? Right, my bad. Got a bad angle on the ball. Swear to somewhere. Yeah, somewhere accidentally, sure. Anthony glances at Riley, wrapping his swelling face. Oh no. Somewhere it wasn't supposed to go. Sure. We need to get some ice on you, like now, before your face swells up. Yeah, Flame, I think you might be right. Mind leading the way? I think I'm starting to lose vision in one eye. Bro. You'll be fine. The swelling should go down in a day or two. If you're consistent with the eyes. Anthony, you're not helping, okay? Let up though, and it might come back to bite ya. Damn. You secretly major in medicine, Anthony? Nah, just get hit in the face more than most. Oh, that's worrisome. Are his mouth starts working like he's got a retort ready? You should... Hey, make a new friend? Huh? Anthony gestures toward my feline companion. I think we built a nice rapport, yes. Yeah, cool. Cats are cool. Chill. Mellow fellows. Stinging, why I want to stop stinging? Oh, Riley. I mentally failed Palm. Riley needs help. Calm down, everything is happening. Wow, you guys know what time it is? Infirmary time. Bye, Anthony. Maybe put the ball away for today. Give the cat a few last scratches before helping Riley to the infirmary. After getting Riley some medical attention and suffering through my evening class, I finally back at my home base for the semester. As I open the door, I am greeted by the familiar mask of greasy food and the droning static of a talking head coming from the TV. Talking head? Okay, oh hey, welcome back. Some takeout on the fridge I didn't finish if you're hungry. Anthony calls out from the kitchen. He's hunched over the table, back facing me, fiddling with something. Ordinarily, I'd say your leftovers are your problems, but I'm still a little hungry after nabbing on some food on campus. Make my way to the kitchen, fetching the go-to box from the fridge and popping it in the microwave. 1 minute, 30 seconds should do the trick, yeah. As the machine's warm lights turn on and start humming, I turn to face Anthony. He was relocated to the living room, back once again, turned to me. Hey, look at me. Did someone accidentally hit you in the face with a soccer ball too? As if. Don't never let myself get so engrossed in a conversation that I completely miss a projectile flying right for me. Damn! Shots fired. A light bulb hums to life in my mind. I grab one of the takeout menus of the fridge and fashion it into a crude paper airplane. No, are you gonna throw it at him? With the silent grace of an assassin, I launch my weapon at Anthony. It's a direct hit, right in the jugular. Anthony winches as his hand shoots up to cover his neck and cranes his head to glance at me. Nice shot, a sharpshooter. And think you had it in you, and point taken. In this position, I can see that it's got a dirty cloth in his hands. The shape of something underneath it. Oh my gosh, what did you do? And I share what you got you so focused over there? Who did you into? I wasn't planning on it, no? Oh my gosh. Microwave beeps loudly. My phone, you scare me. That timing though. As I do myself, spinning around to grab the remnants of Anthony's dinner and join him on the sofa. Shuffles, eyes darting in the direction of his room before landing back on me. It had been smarter to have done this in my room. I was trying to not freak you out. Oh gosh, what did you do? Don't freak out, okay? It's just a prop. Oh dear. That's totally for sure not an ominous thing to say, but I'll do my best. Still myself as Anthony removes the clothes to reveal a... Oh no! A pew-pew! That's a pistol. Yeah, like I said, it's not real or anything. Replicas sometimes look realer than the real thing nowadays. Sure, buddy, sure. I got this from the film department for a project. A personal thing. Director study. Professor Eleanor was helping me out. Sure, buddy. Perfectly harmless to you. Can make sure you don't see it again though. Fake or not, I know this kind of stuff can make people not feel safe. Yeah. You are safe here, for the record. That's not something you should worry about. I don't have any reason to think otherwise, but thanks. What do you mean you have no reason? Do you have the list? Girl, so you borrowed a prop gun. I'm curious, why do you have it here? So it'd be rude to return it so dirty, see? Holds up the piece of cloth. Black stains this color or the otherwise white sheet. Damn. Soot collects inside. Can damage the gun if you leave it sit there in too long. I thought it was a prop. I think it actually shoots. Now to look realistic. Oh dear. Oh dear. Red flags all the way. No gun expert, so I take Anthony for his word. Oh no, we are screwed. Honestly, the gun is making me a bit nervous. I work my brain for a topic change. Anthony covers the gun with the cloth again and wordlessly heads to his room. I relax into the couch. TV broadcast, Town 82nd Street. Victim was yet to be identified. Oh, fantastic. Anthony re-enters our common space. Can't see it. Oh, the leftovers. I should eat some. Hopefully it doesn't go cold, I think, as I bring a fork to my mouth. 3 wounds in the chest area. Police believe came from rimfire. Investigation remain ongoing. Fuzzy's eyes on my tongue. Barely managed to resist the urge to spit it out, the cold cardboard rice in my mouth. Contestant number 1 behind one of these 3 curtains and a new car. You can guess which will want me to heat that back up. Oh dear, it's gonna do something to the food. Sure, probably should have let in there longer to start it. It got cold that quickly. Anthony drops off the reheated leftovers and leaves me alone with the TV. Game show lights up the screen. Anthony must have changed the channel. That was kind of him. Yeah, no news for me, thank you. Hearing about all this misfortune I was lucky to avoid on any given day makes me go nutty after a while. Yeah, it's not great. Try my best to focus on the charismatic show host. Anything to take my mind off of guilt and mud. Eventually I crawl into bed, but once again sleep rests out of my grasp. Anthony's fake gun, news broadcast, even Riley coming over to join me in the park. I can't stop feeling this sensation of danger lurking around every corner. Wonder why? My nerves are wound up so tightly I might just explode. Oh, like in the other ending? Oh gosh, that was so funny. Start to feel lightheaded and my room seems especially cramped all of a sudden. Head to the kitchen to grab some water. Oh dear. It's dark as I make my way through the hall. Before I reach the kitchen, I notice something odd. Uh-oh, what are we about to see, Anthony? Why do I hear metal clinking against metal? Almost like someone is trying to break the lock to the front door. Uh-oh. I carefully tread toward the noise. My hand fumbles against the wall from the common room light. Got it. An instant the room is illuminated and the sight that greets me is the last thing I expect to see. Oh dear. Anthony is sitting in a chair in the middle of the space, handcuffed behind him? Wait, that can't be right. What? You're kind of sneaky when you want to be. Dude, what? Not that I didn't hear you coming. Your footsteps are light and a little hesitant, like you almost wanted to double check each step you take. I don't think I know how to respond to anything happening right now. Fair? Absolutely fair. Anthony cracks a smile at that. Sorry, I wanted to say something, but I couldn't figure out what. If I should say anything at all, although speaking up in the dark might make things worse. Yeah. I think you're onto something there. Probably would have screamed so loud one of the neighbors would feel compelled to call the police. To help me or just file a noise complaint, I can't say. Going 212B terrifies me. So I gotta ask, what exactly is going on here? Handcuffing yourself in the dark is a little odd, you have to admit. I'm not shaming. I'm just confused. I just want to be clear about what's going on here. No argument from me. Couldn't sleep. Insomnia. Had a lot on my mind tonight, and you just decided to practice your Houdini tonight? I have handcuffs and meat stink? What? The lockpicking part specifically. Okay. More sense, I guess. The gaps forced me to confront the issue, work out a solution. Okay. Sort of meditative. Oh, okay. Sure, you're hurting no one. Maybe, hopefully. Anthony pauses for a bit. I decide that my roommate is a little strange. I just wanna give it a try. Bro, you know what? Why not, girl? I'm a little delirious and willing to try something at this point. Bro, come on. Wait, you're still trapped in there. Not for long. I solved both issues. Anthony is true to his word. Within seconds, he frees himself from the cuffs, gets up from the chair and just towards it. Oh dear, girl, no. Your turn. As Anthony fastened the handcuffs to my wrist. Are you for real, girl? Come on. The gravity of what I just agreed to hits me like a semi-truck. Oh, Truck-a-coon, you're a little late, but thank you. A wave of unadulterated panic washes over me. So the first thing you're gonna want to do is not panic. Too late for that. You're gonna all bug-eyed on me, try not to do that. I'm feeling lightheaded again. Fantastic. Actually, Anthony, I think I'm gonna head back to bed and try to listen to one of those 10-hour thunderstorm videos. Yeah? Don't be a baby, you'll be fine. Here's your lockpick. That is a paperclip? Bro, are you for real? You're a real genius, Flame. You'll break out in no time. I'm not so sure, but thanks for the trust. He pulls up the other chair and the doorman sits down right behind me. He's just gonna sit his ass down and watch me do the work. Feel for an opening at the top of the cuff. Stick the picks in there and shimmy it around. Yeah, shimmy. That's it? You're not gonna walk me through this? Could explain the mechanics to you, sure, but it wouldn't help. Trust your instincts. My instincts suck, okay? My instincts are what led me to this situation, okay? All you gotta do is listen to how the lock mechanism responds to what you're doing. Take what the lock gives you and adjust your techniques accordingly. I can feel the chill of goosebumps behind my neck. Every lock is slightly different, so there isn't one catch-all solution, I can tell you. It's different every time, so you have to learn to solve the puzzle by filling it out. Got no choice but to, as Anthony says. Task proves more difficult than it needs to be because my hand won't stop shaking. And then he places his hand on top of mine. Oh dear. Breathe. Try to relax. Easy for you. You're not in a rush. Got the lockpick ready. Now try different angles until you feel a shift in the lock. For a short while, the two of us sit in silence as I fiddle with the lock. They're thinking about working through whatever's keeping you up, right? Kind of. It's hard to take my attention off the lock, you know? Makes sense. You're a beginner. Tell me about it while you work. I can't bring myself to bring the truth up, but if the man who wants a rant he shall receive. Oh dear. Well, there's this guy in my evening class. We group up together for a lab and we just want to do any work. Oh my gosh, that's the word. It's super frustrating because he knows that I care enough about my grade to cover for him so he doesn't drag me down with him. Guy's a leech and all his name brand clothes likes to show off her dupes. Yes. Throw the shade. Something metal drops to the floor. Well, you did it. Congratulations, Flame. You picked your first lock. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Holy, I picked the lock. I picked the lock of a pair of handcuffs with a paperclip. Okay. I can't contain my enthusiasm. I spring off the floor in excitement. Anthony's grin is as big as I've ever seen it. Shimmy couldn't solve your leech issue? Damn. Who cares about him? I don't want to spend any more time thinking about it. I just want to think about how cool that just was. Yeah. Anthony leaves more praise on me and eventually we both retire to our rooms. For a while I'm too wired to even think about sleep. Once the winter's high wears off, I finally drift off. Yes. It's amazing what a good night of sleep can do for a person. Definitely needed that after everything that happened the past few days. I also need the mug of coffee Anthony left me on the kitchen counter. Uh-oh, the eggs and bacon are a nice touch too. Okay, nothing wrong for now. Additionally, the fact that the two sunny side up eggs and piece of bacon form a dopey smile face this morning is one of the greatest. Now I hate it when the food is making like a face. I cannot eat it. I'm like, no, it's a face. Somebody. No, it makes zero sense. My brain, my stomach is making no sense to me either. Don't yell at me. Roommate also left me a little note reminding me that skipping breakfast is bad. Tossed a little tidbit into the trash bin before heading out to class. Days late of classes were nothing to write home about. Too boring, but nothing spectacular either. Classes out of the way, I began making my way across the quad to retreat to my green oasis in the park. En route, I spot the guy I adopted the leech last night. Make eye contact and my stomach sinks as he bounds over to me. Oh no, oh no. Yo, Archer, we gotta talk. There are a million things I'd rather be doing, is what I want to say. What actually come out is... shoot, I guess? The leech size rapidly scanned our surroundings. If I didn't know him, I think he was nervous. Wait a second, no, there's no way he's not gonna... I'll speed up the stupid lab assignment with you, okay? Thank my lucky star that the worst case scenario didn't just play over. But wait, what did it just say? You... what? You deaf now? I said I'd help out and stuff. Glad to hear that you're finally doing your part? Okay, Mr. Steve, good. Now go tell your little motorcycle boyfriend to lay off on me. Got it, Anthony, you threatening my bully. Yeah. Motorcycle boyfriend? He literally rolls his eyes and smacks his tongue against the rim of his mouth. Man, I freaking did what he told me to do. I don't gotta deal with your brain damn. Damn this guy. Oh, see you in class. We got a truce there now. I can only watch as the leech stomps away. Why is everyone being weird about me? Apparently I said that last part out loud as I get a response. A meow from the cat I befriended yesterday. Yeah, did you do something, cat? I gave him a few pats before getting down my backpack to fetch something special for the sweet girl. Made sure to prep a little bag of dried fruits last night, just in case I ever run into my park buddy again. Is dried fruit a good thing to give to a cat? I don't think so. She gobbles up the fruit, stuffing the last few pieces to her mouth before scampering off. Baha, have a great time. As I finish up a homework assignment in the park, my phone buzzes. A text from Anthony asking me to meet him in the quad. Easy enough, the park isn't too far from the quad anyway. What the heck is a quad? A few minutes later, there I am, waiting on the curb of the road leading into campus. Like the entryway? I hear it before I see it. An almost painfully loud rumbling gets closer and closer as the owner of the sound finally comes into view. A motorcycle pulls up next to me, midnight black and twinkling. The rider, face obscured by a helmet, opens a compartment of the bike and offers me a near identical helmet. It's Anthony. I motion to the rider to take off his helmet. This is definitely Anthony. I don't know anyone else who dresses like the man in front of me, but we need to have a chat first and, make sure you have the right guy, The rider does as asked, gingerly removing the helmet to obscure his face. Yo, this art is so beautiful. Yo. Hey, you showed. Up for a little ride around town? I don't know, honestly. Nice bike, and maybe I am. One of the first things I bought and paid for on my own time. Real mechanical masterwork. Good job? And maybe it isn't a yes. Correct, so I take it you're the one the leeches call my motorcycle boyfriend? And then he brows shoots straight up at his eyes within. It takes him a bit to utter the words he's clearly confused by. Boyfriend? That's what he said. That one's got a colorful vocabulary, that's for sure. Talked to him, got him to magically change his mind about Bill Ben. A leech? Yeah, pretty much. Ran into him, got mad, said my piece, and understood me perfectly. Dang, bored. Alright, you know what? I won't ask Thanks for having my back. Whatever you said to him really worked. I owed you a solution to your problem, didn't I? It's following through. He pauses, looking over his shoulder, and what I want to say is bashfulness, but it's hard to tell with Anthony. Great, study time over. Now can you grab onto my bag and throw this helmet on? Sure, the two of us race around town and on Anthony's motorcycle. Holding his waist tightly, I crane my head to the side to watch the buildings pass by in a blur. We may seem to be gaining elevation. Anthony's pressure on the gas pedal steadily increases, forcing me to hold on tighter. Oh. Anthony is solid, yes, not a ghost. I can feel the way his core muscles flex to hold him steady on the bike. Okay. It's a little dizzying, but I'm saved as the motorcycle finally comes to a halt. I hop off the bike, eager to put a bit of distance between us for a second. Arrived at a cliff edge overlooking the college down below. You can see our campus clearly from here too. Anthony sat down in some grass, leaning back against the bike. His feet dangle over the overlook. I join him, sitting cross-legged so I don't accidentally take a tumble over down the large hill. Yeah, I know myself. True. See the building next to the old admin office? There's a window, 2 of them. 3 floors up, 5 away from the leftmost one. He pauses. The light's on. She's home. Who's she? My sister, Eleanor. She worries about me. Wait, the teacher is your sister? I don't know how to reassure her. I try to give her space, let her do her job, but I worry too. She tells me not to, but I can't help it. I come here to worry. We eat dinner together sometimes. I stay with her when she cries in her room. Oh no! Sometimes I wait for her to turn off the lights and tuck in for the night. Out here I can be a sentry, make sure she is safe. Whoa, we're getting a lot of lore here. He shakes his head, trying to slug off his reverie. Sorry, I brought you here so you could enjoy the view. It's fine, Anthony, you're fine. I can keep you company while you worry. Yeah. We sit like that until the sun fully retreats from the horizon. I don't know what to make of the evening, but I feel closer to Anthony. Oh no. And I think he feels more comfortable with me too. Uh-oh. We get back to our dorm late, each of us heading to our own dance of respite. I flop on my bed, pop in my headphones and play some music. My jam station is interrupted by the sound of the front door clicking open. Jump out of bed. Anthony's mentioned doing a grocery run soon. There's some stuff I want to add to our list. Must have tripped over myself through trying to hustle to the door to catch my roommate in time. Anthony, where are you heading? Grocery run? It's late. Grocery store's closed. Got a meeting with my study group. Oh my gosh. Don't wait up or anything. You know how this session can drag on. Sure. I'll try to be more quiet when I come back. Okay, sure. Have fun. Hope your brain doesn't explode. Oh my gosh. A faint smile, just the smallest turn on his lips. Oh dear. Thanks. They are not studying. At that, Anthony leaves the dorm. I decided to chill in the living room when I realized I forgot to pick up a package in the mail room on the first floor. Oh no. Throw some sweaters for the journey, but there's one small issue. The door is stuck. It won't open. The locks aren't on, yet it feels like there's a lock holding the door shut. Uh-oh. This is crazy. Am I stuck in here? Is Anthony gonna be able to get in or get me out? After pacing around the common area, I decided to kill time watching some mindless late night TV. Oh god. Anthony gotta be coming back soon, right? No signs of self-preservation. Worse than me. Oh. Thank you for playing the demo. Oh, okay. I'll see you. Well, I hope you all enjoyed all these endings. All these routes with an endings. That was cool though. The funniest one for sure, none of them. It's gonna be maybe all of them, but the full game maybe, who knows. Well, that's all we have for now. I hope you all enjoyed. Leave a likes, comment, tell me what you'd like to see me play, which ending you preferred. If you were interested in the game, did you back the Kickstarter? I did. Anyways, I'll see y'all in the next video, in the next game, whatever that will be. See y'all next time. Bye!